It's a very great privilege to welcome all of you here on behalf of our trustees and Katie and myself. The evening represents a really significant milestone for LGCM and for changing attitudes. Our new identity as One Body, One Faith will be a transition that's more a process than a moment.
It's highly appropriate that we formally thank somebody who has probably done more than anybody else in this room or outside to change attitudes. So, Colin, I don't know whether you want to say a couple of words, but there you are. Congratulations.
A couple of words?
We're on a strict timetable.
I know. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ben, and thank you, all of you. I don't know that I have been the most influential person, but I've worked as hard as I can and with as much focus as I can to try and change attitudes, both within the LGBTI community in general, but the LGBTI Christian community in particular, and in the church. Bloody hell, it's difficult.
So tonight isn't an awards evening so much as a celebration of every single one of you. And as LGCM and Changing Attitude move aside for One Body, we wanted to tell some of your stories, our story, and to shine a light on some of the work that might have been missed over the past 40 years or so as we start a new chapter.
Over 20 years, Greenbelt's been a place where LGBT Christian voices have been allowed and heard, and LGBT gifts and callings have been celebrated.
It's our honour to present the One Body, One Faith Rainbow List Award to Paul Northup on behalf of the Greenbelt Festival.
So on behalf of a sea of others at Greenbelt who stand behind me, past and present, my heartfelt thanks and encouragement to One Body, One Faith as they begin their new journey, and to all those wonderfully brave people on the list that's published.
So it is a great pleasure and a privilege to be handing over the award to Ruby tonight, who is the embodiment of the habitus, the values of Quest.
I'm truly honoured. I thank you so much on behalf of Quest. I've only been a chair of Quest for coming on to my 5th year. The first woman chair at Quest, first non-white person at chair at Quest. So all really, really thank you.
What gives me hope is the fact that so many churches, clergy, lay people are working quietly and faithfully behind the scenes to do exactly that, to welcome and affirm lesbian and gay, bisexual, trans and other people.
Bloomsbury Baptist Church is licensed as a venue for equal marriage. Even more wonderful, of course, that Luke and Stephen were able to be married there as the first couple married in the church. And so it's with great pride and honour that I'd like to hand over to you this award on behalf of Bloomsbury Baptist Church and your work in the Baptist Union.
It feels peculiar to receive an award for getting married, but it is a huge honour to be standing here and to be able to say that I did get married in a church.
I'd like now to hand over to Dermot McCulloch and to introduce Sean Jones, Helen Trotter and Susanna Reinhardt. They are 3/4 of Jeremy Pemberton's formidable legal team when he took the acting Bishop of Southbourne and Nottingham to an employment tribunal in 2015 after his licence was removed. You all know the story, you can chant along with me, when he married Lawrence. So Dermot, if you would.
Why have we done what we've done? Well, it is our job. Perhaps what's more important is why we've done it. And I think it's fair to say that the entirety of Team Pembers is passionate about this case.
So when I was taken to church at the age of 7 by primary school, I didn't know that that was going to be the first chapter of the rest of my life. I went to church and we did a workshop on baptism, and I didn't really listen. I was more interested in playing with the glitter. I felt like everything that was happening at that time just stepped aside. I ran down to the vicarage and I said, "What are you doing on Easter Sunday?" Because that was the only religious day I could think of. And she said, "I'm working." And I said, all right, no worries. She said, why? I went, well, I want to be christened, but you're working, so it's fine. Being here tonight has actually changed that megabus journey to a first-class journey. I'm on the list because I think that the church worries far too much about what people ordained or lay are doing in bed, rather than whether they've got a bed to begin with at all. In Matthew 22, I think it is, it tells us, love God and love your neighbour. And that's kind of what you have to do, and that's what I plan on doing. That's why I thought that this list was a really good thing.
All kinds of different people come to the Christian Fellowship. We're ecumenical, so Anglicans, Methodists, Baptists, Catholics, people who don't go to church, all age ranges, and we seem to have at the moment quite a broad range of kind of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender people as well. So we really are quite a broad mix, which is nice actually, really nice. It's a really great group, we get on really well, we have a laugh, and actually it's quite nice to have a safe space where you can be completely who you are and say what you want and not fear being judged at all.
My message to you guys is this is bigger even than LGBT, because this is about bursting open the doors and allowing everybody to come in, whoever they are, and find a place at the table.
One of the things I learnt today was actually that we want an inclusive church, and inclusion means including those that we don't disagree with, because otherwise we fail to become an inclusive church, we just become an exclusive church. We are on the right side of history, and I stand firm in the belief that one day we will have same-sex marriages in churches. I believe in a God of love, and it will happen.
My hope for the future in many ways is more of the same for Open Table anyway, is this amazing, beautiful, diverse, crazy community has grown, and I just want to see more of it because it's an amazing community to be a part of.
So we're one body, we're one faith, we're Catholic, we're Baptist, we're Anglican, we're United Reform, we're post-church, we're atheists who support us. We're all those people, because actually the table is huge and it's for everybody. So thank you for coming. Thank you for a wonderful evening. Thank you, Tracy.